Hello, it's me, Daryl, Florida Catholic guy. Out for my nightly walk. It's about 7:45 and the sun's still up but getting ready to set. Sets just a little after 8 o'clock, which is nice. Yesterday was a washout from basically until like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. Started the day with a severe thunderstorm warning, tornado watch. I did a couple videos. I didn't post the ones in the morning because they really weren't that great, because we didn't really get anything real bad. Basically just a little thunder and lightning that lasted all day until about 10 o'clock at night. And when I say all day, it was all day that there was thunder and lightning. First time I've ever experienced something like that. Usually you'll get a thunderstorm, even on days when you have more than one thunderstorm, or several thunderstorms. You'll get a thunderstorm, you'll get a break, and then another one will roll through. This was all day, thunder and lightning, no let up. And of course it rained all day too, which was good, because we just about wiped out our drought. I don't know if you can see it, but the ground is fairly wet now, which is good. They say we're still about, I think they said about 3 inches below our normal rainfall for this point in the year, but it's a lot better than we were. We were 6 or 7 inches down, so we got a good, probably around 3 inches of rain. I didn't look at my shadow. Stop eating grass, stupid dog. But yeah, we had a lot of rain all day, so basically it was a stay in the house kind of day. I did at night, I did get some couple good shots at some lightning strikes. Actually, there weren't strikes, it was pretty much at that point cloud to cloud lightning, but it was a phenomenal lightning show. I posted a couple of videos on Facebook. Maybe I'll post them here on YouTube. One thing about the rain is it brings mosquitoes out, so got an increase in them. And but it greens things up pretty good. Like I said, we needed it. Fire danger was pretty high, so now it's a lot lower, at least for a few days anyway. You have a chance for the showers tomorrow. Then the next 3 or 4 days is going to be really dry and warm, just beautiful days. Low 80s with dew points in the 40s and 50s, which is unheard of for this time of year. Usually we're starting to get our summer humidity. We got a little bit of that today. Still doesn't feel too bad though. So yeah, I'm really happy. I got my boat yesterday. I haven't unboxed anything yet. Maybe I'll do a video on that when I unbox all my stuff. Because sometime this week, Monday or Tuesday, when it's going to be beautiful, I want to go out on our maiden voyage. So I'll definitely do a video when I do that. The only thing I don't have is my, by law, you're supposed to have a manually triggered circuit breaker for your battery. I just ordered that on Amazon last night. So, want to abide by the law, but if I don't have it by Monday, I'm still going out. But I can't wait to get it in the water. I'm gonna obviously unbox it and make sure everything's working before taking it out. So it should be fun. Can't wait. I guess the big hoopla now is everybody thinks our president told everybody to drink bleach and Lysol. And my feeling on that is, if you're one of these people that think our president told you to drink bleach and Lysol, then you need to go ahead and drink bleach and Lysol. Because you're probably too stupid to be alive in this world anyway, if you think our president told you to go drink bleach and Lysol. I mean, come on. The only thing I will say against the president, not really against him, but just being honest about it, is he gave the excuse that he was being sarcastic. And I don't believe anybody thinks he was being sarcastic. There is treatments that they have, which is what he was talking about, where they inject, I guess for lack of a better word, ultraviolet lights into people. Alright, now he's taking a dump in the woods here. Not really woods, but you're killing me, Shadow. But they do have treatments that do that with the ultraviolet light, and they call it literally disinfecting whatever part of the body they're injecting the UV light in. But he should have said that instead of made the excuse of I was being sarcastic, because we know he wasn't being sarcastic. And now I gotta look for where his stuff is. There it is. So anyway, what he did by using the I was being sarcastic stuff is he gave the liberal media, you know, the CNN types and PMSNBC and that group there, DNC TV, he gave them all I don't get this thing, how to get this off. Well, anyway. He was giving all these people ammunition to use against him by basically lie about him, or using his lies against him. And I don't know why he does some of the stuff he does or says some of the things he says, but he definitely shouldn't have said that. And as you know, I'm a big supporter of the president, but when he does something wrong or stupid, I'm going to admit it. You know, at times he's not the greatest public speaker, and he's not as bad as Joe Biden, obviously. At least President Trump knows where he is and who he's talking to. I can't say that for Mr. Biden. Mr. Biden's got some of his own problems, and no surprise, the Clinton News Network, or Communist News Network, however you want to call it, CNN, lied. Or, no, they didn't lie, they just didn't cover his sexual assault allegations, even though their own Wolf, I think it was Wolf Blitzer, had an interview with I think it was the mother of the victim, and she was talking about, or asking what she should do, because her daughter was sexually assaulted by a very powerful senator. And I didn't see the whole thing, what King said, but you know, it's unbelievable that they knew about this all this time. And the thing that gets me is I expect that from CNN, because they're obviously they want to get rid of Trump at all cost. So even if they have to cover for a serial sexual predator, they will. And I think most of us, if we're honest, already know that. But to all these Me Too people, like Alyssa Milano and the rest of them, they're all as though believe all women, men don't get the benefit of the doubt, men don't get their their constitutional rights. We just gotta blindly believe all women. And well, you know, that goes away if the woman is or if the accused is a Democrat, especially the Democrat that's running against President Trump, then we don't believe those women, because that goes against our agenda. And our agenda is to get rid of Trump at all cost. So it's not, come on, Shadow. It's nothing to do with believe all women or anything like that. Because if it was, it would be covering this non-stop and tweeting about it non-stop and demanding that he step down and all this. And I don't know, they might eventually have him resign. I could see that happening, just because he's such a weak candidate. But let's face it, all the Democrats are weak. When the only hope the Democrats have is to keep this coronavirus going and the shutdown going until the election, that shows you how weak they are. How'd you like to belong to a party that, in order to win an election, they have to hope for the destruction of the country? And a party and accomplices in the press that are actively rooting for the destruction of our country, the destruction of our economy, suffering of the people. This is what they want. This is what they're actually rooting for, and they're trying to actively help this to happen. And how anybody that loves this country, loves what this country stands for, can support and to belong to a party like that, I have no idea. You know, I don't believe, you know, maybe all the politicians are all communist and want to destroy the country, but I don't believe most of the people that are Democrats in this country, I don't want to believe that all of them want to destroy the country. Come on, Shadow. I mean, that's got to be sick to want to have this country destroyed just to get somebody elected into office because you hate somebody so much who's helped so many people out of poverty, and you just want to destroy that. I don't care if you don't like the way the guy talks. I don't care if you don't like him personally, but he has done nothing but help this economy get back what it lost under Obama, and yes, partly under Bush. Bush wasn't all that great. You know, I supported him back when he was president, but he had a lot of bad policies. Looking back in retrospect, you know, I can understand why they went into Afghanistan, but in retrospect, the Iraq War wasn't too smart. People probably know by now that Christians in Iraq were better off under Saddam Hussein than they are right now. And because right now there pretty much are no Christians left. And now this guy has to go again. You know, Shadow, I wish you had done this and bear with me a few minutes. Bye. Yeah, I wish he had either waited until I got home so he could go back in the yard or done this at the dog park, but he's got to do what he's got to do, I guess. Shouldn't be a surprise. He didn't go all day yesterday because he doesn't like going out in the rain. And so it's all probably backlogged in there. Boy, this is a real crappy conversation, huh? He's probably saying, Daddy, don't be telling the world about my private business. But anyway, I just, you know, I know I expect this bull crap from the politicians in the Democrat Party because they're all corrupt. And to be honest, a lot of Republicans are corrupt also. I'm not going to deny that. But I don't see Republicans out rooting for the destruction of the economy to get somebody elected. And, you know, they're just using this virus thing to push their agenda through without having to vote on it. And, you know, you look at crazy Nancy Pelosi, and she's trying to put in vote by mail and everything else so she can steal elections into these corona relief bills. And the Republicans are just trying to get clean bills. And, you know, the Democrats want to put archaic gun control laws in these bills. And luckily the Senate's been able to stop it. And all these governors are taking away the Second Amendment. And nobody seems to care. But anyway, I've been rambling long enough. I'll probably talk more about this later, but for now I'm gonna go. And thanks for watching. Hit like and subscribe. Pass this around so I can get some more subscribers. I love you all. Good night and God bless you. Bye.